I read Graham Allison's book, Destined for War. Can America and China escape for Thucydides' trap? Personal purpose, let's review Destined for War and why it is relevant in today's vulnerable, complex, uncertain and ambiguous world. To understand the book, we need to know who is Thucydides. Thucydides was the greatest of ancient Greek historians and generals, and most popularly known as the author of the history of the Peloponnesian War. The history of the Peloponnesian War is much read, much studied in military discourse, foreign relations, geopolitical context across the world. Then what is the Thucydides trap? According to Thucydides, it was the rise of Athens and the fear that these instilled in Sparta that made war inevitable. In present context, China, as a super rising power like Athens, will obviously try to displace the dominant power, America, like Sparta. So, Thucydides' trap is when a rising power tries to displace the dominant power, and when this scenario leads to war inevitable, that is Thucydides' trap. In this book, there are some fascinating facts about the rise of China. Napoleon in 1817 told, "Let China sleep. When she wakes, she will shake the world." Nowadays, China is truly shaking the world, kind of Reb-Van-Winkle experience. According to the author Graham Allison, in olden days, before 1998, when an issue or crisis arises, the first question Asian leaders always asked was, "What does Washington think?" Today, when something happens, they ask first, "What does Beijing think?" China's economy is a kind of, miracle. China's economy created an entire Greece in every 16 weeks, an entire Israel-like country in every 12 weeks. Between 2011 and 2013, China both produced and used more cement than the US did in the entire 20th century. According to the book, a Chinese firm can build a 30-story skyscraper in just 15 days, 57-story skyscraper in 19 days. The proverb that we learned in our earlier days, "Rome was not built in a day," to China in today's perspective is a wrong perception. China truly can build Rome in just 2 weeks. With all this miracle, magical development and economy, China sets two centennial goals. Number one, moderately prosperous nation with 10,000 USD per capita income by 2021 during the celebration of 100 years of Chinese Communist Party. And number two, modernized, fully developed, rich and powerful nation by 2049 during the 100-year anniversary of the People's Republic of China. Having this development, having this magic of economy in China, the writer found some clash of culture in between the dominant power and the rising power. America thinks they are number one, whereas China think they are the center of the universe. American core value is freedom. In China, it is not freedom, it is order. Government in China is a necessary good with responsive authority behavior. In America, it is necessary evil with democratic form. In regards to foreign policy, America always follows international order. For Chinese perspective, it is harmonious hierarchy. With this competitive economy, with this clash of culture, now the question is the rising power trying to displace the dominant power? Is war between America and China inevitable? Will they truly fall in Thucydides' trap? Graham Allison indicates a ray of hope. In his 16 recorded case of Thucydides' trap, in last 500 years, there was no war in 4 cases. Meanwhile, hope is our best frontier. And as Shakespeare told, our destiny lies not in our stars, but in ourselves. To conclude, I think destined for war, and to understand the Thucydides trap, we must read this book, particularly for the students of history, military, and geopolitics. Thank you.